utter the final word, I'll only say then, without saying, nothing more, nothing more. I was born into this world. I leave it at my death, into 1,000 towns. My legs have carried me, and countless homes. What are all these? A moon reflected in the water, a flower floating in the sky. And won't there be a tea house among cherry blossoms along the way of death? 100% of people will die one day. When you are actively dying, you will sleep more, eat less. Your skin will become paper thin and cold. Your blood circulation is slowing down. You may also find that there is a mucus buildup in your throat due to swallowing difficulties. This will create a gurgling sound, often referred to as a death rattle. As the moment of death comes nearer, breathing usually slows down and becomes irregular. It might stop and then start again, or there may be long pauses or stops between breaths. This is known as Cheyne-Stokes breathing. Now you are dead. You will start to decay. Autolysis. 24 to 72 hours after death, your internal organs decompose. As soon as death occurs, your body temperature starts cooling to match the surrounding temperature. Without blood and oxygen flow, muscular tissues become rigid, and the blood pools into parts of the body that are closest to the ground. This is called livor mortis. Livor mortis starts within 20 to 30 minutes of death, but is usually not observable by the human eye until 2 hours after death. The size of the patches increases within the next 3 to 6 hours. Rigor mortis starts to creep in from 3 to 6 hours, starting in the jaw, the eyelids, and the neck. Muscles stiffen to their peak within 12 hours. Rigor mortis will gradually wear off. Then, as the bacteria in the intestines devour the intestinal walls, cells lose their structural integrity and cellular enzymes are released to begin breaking down the cells themselves and the surrounding tissues. Microbes also start breaking down carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. Most of this breakdown occurs inside the body and is not visible from the outside. Attracted by the scent of death, blowflies and flesh flies arrive to lay eggs. Bloating. 5 days after death. Your body starts to bloat, and blood containing foam leaks from the mouth and nose. This is when there is a shift in the bacterial population from aerobic to anaerobic species. As bacteria multiply, they will produce chemicals, including putrescine and cadaverine. Bacteria will process bodily materials, and they produce gases such as methane, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and hydrogen sulfide, which bloat the body. These gases build up pressure in the body and push fluids out through natural openings. If insects are present, maggots begin to hatch and feed on body tissues, causing the skin to slip, the hair to detach, and the surface to rupture. These additional openings provide even more surface area for insects and bacteria, thereby quickening the decaying process. This emitting of gases and fluids is what causes the greatest amount of odour during the decaying process. Active decay or putrefaction. 8 to 10 days after death. Your body turns from green to red as the blood decomposes and the organs in the abdomen accumulate gas. Several weeks after death, your nails and teeth will fall out. Processing body material, along with liquids being released into the surrounding environment. During this stage, the area of decomposition expands into the surroundings, and the most insects are present whilst they feed on the bodily fluids. Active decay is when your skin will become a lurid green. This comes from hemoglobin molecules being anaerobically broken down into sulfur-hemoglobin during the putrefaction process, as well as the breakdown of compounds like bilirubin from bile. This stage ends when the maggots leave the body. Adipocere or corpse wax may be formed, inhibiting further decomposition. Advanced decay. By this stage, putrefaction will be almost complete, and most soft tissues have already decomposed, and only bones, hair, cartilage, ligaments, and the sticky byproducts of decomposition are left. Insects, such as beetles and certain types of flies, are attracted at this stage and arrive to chew on and process this tougher material. last stage is when all byproducts of decomposition have dried up, and only the skeleton and perhaps some hair are left. Beetles and flies eat anything softer that remains, and mites and moth larvae digest the hair. Exposed to the elements, the bones lighten in colour and are eventually reclaimed by the earth. How quickly a body decomposes depends on several factors. Surrounding temperature, whether the body is buried or exposed to air or water, and the number of bacteria present. A body that is exposed to the elements such as air and water will decompose faster and have more insect activity than a body buried or confined in a sealed space. In similar fashion, a body decomposing in warm temperatures will break down faster than if it's left in a cold environment. The exception to this is if the body temperature is so hot that moisture, a needed component in decay, isn't present, and in that case, the body mummifies and dries out. However fast or slow a body decomposes and goes through these stages, it is nature's way of releasing the materials back to the earth so a new life can begin.